Welcome to Ancient Stoic Secrets, a channel dedicated to uncovering timeless wisdom from Stoic philosophy and applying it to modern life. Before we begin, I want to speak directly to the men watching this. If you've ever found yourself chasing someone who didn't appreciate you, if you've ever begged for another chance, if you've ever sent that long emotional message you regretted, if you've ever felt invisible to a woman you cared about, then this video is for you. Because today, we're going to dive into the silent force that resets attraction, rebuilds masculine confidence, and puts you back in control of your emotional world. And if you're a man seeking strength, clarity, discipline, and the unshakable mindset of the Stoics, hit subscribe right now. This channel will change you. The shift you never see coming. The moment you stop contacting her. The moment you go silent. The entire dynamic changes. This shift doesn't happen slowly. It happens the second your energy withdraws. At first glance, it might look like nothing is happening. She's still posting. She's still smiling. She still looks unbothered, maybe even happier. But the truth is, silence doesn't leave a void. It creates a mirror she cannot look away from. Women are far more sensitive to emotional energy than they appear. They feel subtle changes before you ever notice them. And when the constant hum of your presence suddenly disappears, she feels it, even if she hides it, even if she pretends she doesn't care. There's a shift, a disturbance, a break in her emotional pattern. Because human beings are rhythmic creatures, we fall into patterns. We expect them. We depend on them. And you were a pattern she got used to. The psychology of broken patterns. Let's break this down through psychology. When the brain gets used to a consistent stimulus, like your attention, it stops questioning it. Your good morning texts, your compliments, your check-ins, your availability, they blend into the background until the moment they stop. When a pattern breaks, the brain triggers a threat response. Something's off. Why did that change? Did I do something wrong? This happens even when she wasn't giving you the same energy back. Even when she seemed disinterested. Why? Because she expected you to remain constant. She expected you to chase. She expected you to pursue her no matter what. And when that expectation collapses, so does her sense of control. Silence is not absence, it's presence. Here's the paradox most men never understand. Your silence doesn't remove you. It magnifies you. It doesn't make her forget you. It makes her remember you more. It doesn't make you irrelevant. It makes you unpredictable. And unpredictability is magnetic. It forces her to think about you. It forces her to replay your last conversation. It forces her to question the dynamic. Because silence carries weight. It communicates things you don't have to say out loud. I'm not desperate. I'm not waiting by my phone. I'm not dependent on your attention. I have a life outside of you. I'm not afraid of losing you. Suddenly, you become everything modern men rarely are. Mysterious, detached, self-contained, focused, masculine, without saying a single word. The female brain hates uncertainty. Women don't crave attention. They crave the feeling of being desired by a man they respect. And when you go silent, You do something devastating to her psychology. You remove certainty. Certainty is comfort. Certainty is safety. Certainty is soft. Uncertainty is electric. Uncertainty is emotional. Uncertainty creates desire. Suddenly she starts wondering, is he losing interest? Did I push him away? Is he talking to someone else? Is he over me? Why isn't he fighting for me? She starts checking her phone more often. She starts noticing your silence in moments where she didn't notice your words. She becomes hyper-aware of the absence. This is not manipulation. This is human psychology. When something is taken away, the value of that thing spikes. Silence is a test you pass by doing nothing. Here's a truth few men want to hear. Whenever a woman pulls away, she's testing you. Not consciously, not deliberately, but emotionally. She wants to see, will he chase me like all the others? Will he collapse the moment I show less interest? Will he beg for me? Will he abandon his self-respect to win me back? Most men fail instantly. They panic. They overthink. They send long messages. They pour out their feelings. They try to fix what they cannot control. But the Stoic man, the disciplined man, the man who knows the value of silence, he lets the test run its course. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't react. He doesn't explain. He doesn't justify. He doesn't chase. He understands what Epictetus once said. It is not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters. Your silence is your response. Your discipline is your message. Your composure is your strength. What she feels during your silence. Emotionally, she goes through a cycle. 1. The initial shock. The sudden break in your pattern creates a jolt. 2. The ego trigger. She begins wondering why her charm didn't keep you hooked. 3. The curiosity phase. She starts checking your social media, your activity, your online status. 4. The anxiety phase. She replays the last few days, looking for clues. 5. The fear of loss. This is where everything changes. Because the greatest fear the female brain has in relationships is losing a man she actually values. Not a man she uses. Not a man she tolerates. A man she feels something for. Your silence exposes which one you were. If she valued you, she feels it deeply. If she didn't, she disappears, and you're freed without wasting more time. Silence doesn't break attraction. It reveals it. When she tries to regain control, at some point, the weight of your silence becomes too much. She'll do something subtle at first. She posts a photo meant for you. She likes an old picture of yours. She watches your stories more. She accidentally texts you. She leaves a breadcrumb like, "Hey, long time." These are not accidents. These are probes. She's trying to reevaluate her power. She's testing the waters. She wants to know if she still has access to you. And here's the moment where most men fail. They jump right back in. But the Stoic man? He stays calm. He responds with intention. He doesn't overinvest. He maintains the frame. Because this isn't about games. This is about emotional discipline. Why silence is the Stoic man's most powerful tool. Let's zoom out from dating for a moment. Silence has always been the weapon of strong men. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "The best answer to anger is silence." Seneca said, "He who is silent is least likely to be misunderstood." And Epictetus taught, "If you want to improve, be willing to be thought foolish and stupid." Silence is not weakness. Silence is mastery. It means you control your impulses. You're not reactive. You don't need validation. You don't crumble under pressure. You don't seek reassurance. You don't chase external comfort. Silence says, "I am enough. I am grounded. I am unshaken." Women feel this. Women crave this. Women remember this kind of man. Her behavior is not your responsibility. One of the most liberating Stoic principles is this: you are responsible only for what is within your control. You can't control her feelings, her attraction, her effort, her mood, her past, her confusion, her emotional chaos. But you can control your attention, your boundaries, your time, your self-respect, your actions, your silence. A Stoic man doesn't chase because he understands. Chasing is trying to control the uncontrollable. Instead, he lets reality reveal itself. Silence allows the truth to surface. Silence shows you where you stand. Silence reveals her intentions. And most importantly, silence protects your dignity. When she finally breaks, once the emotional tension reaches its climax, she cracks. She texts. She calls. She checks in. She tries to reconnect. She reopens the door. Not because you begged. Not because you chased. Not because you pressured her. But because your silence activated something deeper. Respect. She sees that you're not like other men. She sees strength where she expected weakness. She sees confidence where she expected insecurity. She sees discipline where she expected desperation. And that shift changes everything. This is where she stops testing. This is where she starts investing. This is where the dynamic flips. Because now she knows you're a man she can lose. And that's the kind of man a woman takes seriously. Final message: the Stoic path of masculine peace. If there's one thing I want you to take from this entire video, it's this: your silence is not a tactic. Your silence is your transformation. You don't go silent to manipulate her. You go silent to return to yourself, to rebuild your strength, to reclaim your time, to protect your mind, to rediscover your purpose, to reconnect with your mission, to center your masculine energy, to honor your self-worth. Because a man should never beg for what's not freely given. A man should never chase what's running away. A man should never plead for someone to choose him. A man should never collapse his dignity for affection. Remember this: real men don't lose women. Women lose real men. If this message spoke to you, if you felt something shift inside, if you want to become the grounded, powerful, Stoic man you were meant to be, subscribe to this channel. Your transformation is just beginning. And trust me, you don't want to miss the next video.